Hey everybody, I just want to hop on here and do a quick race recap of my first ARCA race at Toledo Speedway that happened last weekend. We had a great time, great showing, and yeah, I just want to go through and tell you guys my side of the story and what happened, if anything interesting happened. So yeah, let's get right into it. In ARCA, there's a lot of licenses and there's a lot of loopholes you gotta go through. Like late models, really you can just show up and race and not have to worry about it. The equipment isn't too special, and as far as that stuff goes. And ARCA, it being NASCAR, are a lot more strict on how you do things and what you do things with. And getting even prepared for the race, we knew we were going to go race. It was good. We thought everything was like that was good. Hans was good. I looked into that, and I thought it was good. Well, we come down to it, with like in a day, they don't allow the type of Hans I have. So we had luckily Grumpy had a Hans, and were able to figure all that out and got all the licenses good, and so that was stressful off the get. And I'm just glad all that worked out, and we didn't look too unprofessional getting to the racetrack, and we went smooth. And so then we left Friday morning, headed up there, smooth trip, not much traffic, just cruising on up there. Weren't no big hurry. Went out to eat Friday night with my mom, dad, and girlfriend. Woke up Saturday morning, freezing up there. We're come from North Carolina up there at Toledo. It was very cold, so that was a shock. It wasn't very cold. It was 40 something. If I still lived in Michigan, I probably wouldn't have been wearing a t-shirt. So we woke up Saturday morning ready to roll. Get there, and the power was out at the little sign-in barn, so we had to wait out in the cold and all that, and just the little things. By the time we got in there, the team already been in there because they have hard cards and they have to sign in or nothing. They've been in there and unloading, and yeah, got right to work. The guys, a great group of guys, Team Sprecher. They had great guys. Greg, Johnny, John, Jeff, Dean. They were all good group of guys, and they just did their jobs and didn't rush anything and made sure we had everything and didn't overdo stuff, and got the car down and went through tech, and everything went great with that. And yeah, I mean that was smooth morning, smooth sailing. So then it come down to getting in the race car for practice. Well, me being a rookie, it's about 10 minutes to go in practice, and 10 minutes ago before practice, and they had the Outlaw late models running. And one of the ARCA officials come up to me and said, "Hey man, you gotta go sign in. You gotta go to the ARCA trailer and sign in." I'm like, dang, how many times I gotta sign in? Just not being used to it. So I actually had to run back up right before I get in the car, go sign in, come back, and just a rookie mistake. And I got in the car, got out on the racetrack, let the thing warm up for 5-6 laps, got used to it, got used to how the brakes felt. And Sprecher gave me a hole. Jeff Sprecher gave me a hole out in practice, and we started going, and it went pretty well. I wasn't too far off the pace at all right from the get, and I definitely had a lot of learning, dude. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't just instantly get it, but we weren't very far off in practice at all, and just working on things. And I had to learn to slow down. The late models, I mean, tires wear out, and you don't really have to adjust to it that much. The tires just wore out. These ARCA cars, yeah, I had to adjust a lot to the tire wear and how to drive it and how to enter and how hard to hit the brakes. And so that was a little bit of a learning curve, but we got that figured out and got through practice clean and smooth, and we're happy with it. I qualified 9th, and the car was tight in qualifying, so that wasn't the best I think we could have done. But again, top 10 qualifying, first time, new team. More than happy with that. This whole weekend, I was never disappointed, never mad, I was calm and happy, and I was just happy to be there. Hadn't raced in 9 months or something to that point, so I was just very happy to be there. Wasn't going to put a lot of pressure on anybody or myself. We were there to have fun. So we got done with qualifying, and then it's a hurry up and wait game, so we waited for a while, and the late model race, they had their feature in between it. They did an autograph session before the race, about an hour and a half long autograph session before the race. and Frankie Muniz qualified 8th. I qualified 9th. And there's tons and tons of people there. There are actually a decent amount of people there. They opened the gate to let people out of the stands. Guess where they all went? Right to Frankie. I looked like a loser right next to him. It was funny. You can tell who the fan favorite is, and it was. They had it wrapped around the racetrack. It was very funny. But I met a lot of great people, so thank you all to everyone who come out and met me and hung out with me and wanted my autograph. It means a lot, and I really do appreciate it. Because most people, I mean, who gets their autograph, you know, it makes you feel good. So get done with that, with autograph session, and going to driver introductions, and that was a cool experience too. I've never been really introduced like that, like NASCAR style. You line up, say your name, come out and wave. So that was cool, and it kind of hit me right there. That I was like, oh, this is big time. We're not playing anymore. This is cool. This is really cool. So we got in the car, got lined up for the race, and the pace car was going super slow. They're way slower than I thought it was, so it was hard to get heating the tires and heating the brakes. And so when the green flag dropped, I was kind of nervous that everything wasn't very warmed up yet. But it was. They hooked up and we went. And them cars got a lot of power. And yeah, so the first few laps, we hung in there. The car felt decent. We were hanging right with them. And eventually you can tell when the tires start wearing off a little bit who's going to go where and what happened. And so we went through the first 75 laps, and it felt good. We were loose in and loose out. So I really couldn't. I had to wait to get on the gas, and it was loose all the way around. Come in for 75, and we were running. The guys in front of us were leaving me, and I was leaving the guys behind me. So I was in this gap. So I come in, the first pit stop. That's the first time I've ever been in the car for a pit stop, and nothing too crazy. Just roll down and park it straight and make sure the wheel's straight. And then the pit crew did a very good job, and took 2 tires on the first stop, 2 right sides. And I turned my AC up a click. And I was like, all right, this is I'm an 8th place car. This is what I got. I'm not gonna push it too hard yet. I'm just gonna ride for a little bit and see how this thing feels and see if we can just make it better. Because with what it was an 8th place car. So we went back out there after that lap 75, and actually our adjustments had helped a lot, and the car was feeling really good. And it was still, I'd say that 6th place, but we were already a lap down at that point, so we couldn't really gain positions, couldn't lose positions. And the guys, they had 2 guys wreck in front of me, which I felt like we were just as good as them. And they wrecked in front of me, so there was 2 more spots. So I got in 6th place, and I knew that we were good right there. My goal was 5th, 6th, 7th, be competitive. And we were competitive, and we raced good and clean, and it was just a good showing all the way around. And I was more than happy with taking that 6th place. Don't get me wrong, you want to go out there and win and whoop everybody, but 6th place for the first time, I was very happy with. So yeah, right, that was 6th place. The rest of the race, cross checker flag, 6th place, ecstatic. I mean, I was so happy. Perfect way to end the race. Perfect way to end the day. Nothing crazy happened throughout the whole day. Easy, simple, in and out, good, clean racing. With all that being said, my first ARCA experience went very well, and actually I learned a lot. I think as far as driving it, and it felt like a big boat with a lot of horsepower. But driving it, I think, also helped me understand how to work on it a little better too, and how the adjustments felt, and making it, because that's what I do, work on an ARCA team full time. So actually driving the car, I think, is going to help me in the long run, and understanding, okay, that's what this adjustment does. That's how the car is going to feel after I do that. So that was, I think, a very good experience for me. And yeah, everything went great. I can't thank everybody enough. Jeff Spraker and car owner Paris, she was ecstatic after the race. She's a very, very nice lady. And everyone was just cool and composed, and it was fun. I want to thank Grumpy. He was there supporting me. My boss, he was on the radio giving me tips about my line and stuff like that. And Johnny, my coworker, he went up there and helped out. And it was just, can't thank everybody enough. It's a very good feeling knowing you got all them people that believe in you and want to help you. And thanks everybody. So with that being said, my sponsor of the race, Bellwire, I want to thank them so much. Without them, it would have never been possible. Bellwire from North Branch, Michigan, my hometown. They really, really are what helped make this deal happen. I want to thank Speednut. They've been with me forever. I love their clothes. They're just good quality brands, so go to speednut.com, get you some clothes. And I want to thank my friends and family, my grandmother. She was a big part of that, and everyone who come down and see me. I had aunts, uncles, cousins, brother, his girlfriend, grandmas, all my grandparents. They were all there to support me, and I want to thank everybody a lot. It means a lot seeing your friends and family there too. And I know I'm not in it alone, and it's just a very warm feeling. So some of you may be asking what my future holds. Well, I don't really know either, but we're working for a full season in 2024. So if you know anybody, know any companies, know anybody that would like sponsor a car and get into motorsports, please have them contact me. I'm more than willing to talk to them. Anything and everything helps. And if you guys just share posts and just keep my social media going, and that everything helps. So I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, hopefully we can make something happen in 2024. And yeah, that's it. That's my weekend. That was a weekend of a lifetime, and I will never forget it. And I'm just so thankful for it. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked my little bit of a race recap and how things felt and my point of view from it. So thank you guys. Stay tuned. We got a lot coming up. Thank you.